Okay, everybody, we're going to be talking about this $15,000 line of credit to help you build credit with no credit check, possibly, coming up.
Hey everyone, if you've been trying to work on your credit and you have barely been seeing any results, you need to go ahead and take a look at the workshop that I just opened up that is currently free so that you can learn where you went wrong while you were trying to work on your credit. During that lesson, you'll learn the 4 don'ts when it comes to working on your credit, the mistakes people make when writing dispute letters, why you shouldn't only dispute with the credit bureaus, and also the accounts that people waste time disputing. Not to mention, you'll get to see real results from a customer who used my methods and they were able to get their credit straightened out and bought a brand new home within 7 months. So go ahead and sign up for that training today. The link is going to be down in the bio. And while you're trying to work on your credit, you have to see all 3 of your credit reports and scores. And MyScore IQ, a company that I use for myself and for all of my customers, has a $1 7-day trial so you can see your credit reports and scores so you can know where you stand, because you can't work on your credit without knowing what's going on all 3 reports. So please check out MyScore IQ. The link to them is going to be down in the description as well.
Hey everybody, Will Frazier here, your credit expert, bringing you the tips you need to get your credit back on track, because what goes down must come up. And if you don't want your credit score to drop 100 points, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you'll be notified of any new videos I drop just like this. So today we're going to be talking about MeMilli, and down below in the description you can find a link to this company so you can check them out for yourselves. But basically, this might be a return of the jury accounts. As you remember, there have been jury accounts in the past that have reported to the bureaus, and then all of a sudden, there were issues with them falling off of the credit bureaus. But that was the accounts of the past, and here is another account through MeMilli, which actually does report to the credit bureaus. So I wanted to go over some of the details of this account with you so you can see if this would be a good fit for you to build credit. Now, first off, just so you can get an understanding of how they operate, as you can see, they do have watches, and you can see that they have designer handbags, it says. So if you go through the shopping items that they have, that's pretty much all that you see listed for sale here. And just like with those other jewelry accounts, you definitely have to make a purchase in order to actually, establish this line of credit and start building credit. Now, of course, I have not personally checked out the quality of the items. Now, we can see here the big attracting point is the $15,000 credit line. The reason why that's so attractive is the higher the line of credit, the more benefit your credit score can see, especially if you had a lot of maxed out credit cards. Having a new line of credit reporting on your credit report, or a credit card with a high credit limit, can dramatically lower your credit utilization. Or if you have not had any credit card at all, having something like this to hit your credit can definitely improve those credit bureau scores. So let's go ahead and try to get some more details on how this actually works. So basically, what is the credit limit? Your available credit limit will be $15,000. If you notice, I had a question mark on the thumbnail of this video where I said no credit check. And that's because of this right here. Do we run credit? We generally do not run credit for approval. However, we reserve the right to soft or hard pull your credit profile for verification purposes only. Why do they need to verify my ID? We require the verification of your identity to prevent fraudulent use of your personal information and to make sure we have received accurate information. So basically, if they do pull your credit, it's really going to be only for verification purposes, but they did say that generally they do not run credit for approval. Do I need to make a purchase to apply? Yes, you will need to add $300 or more to your shopping cart before you can apply for financing. So you would have to put one of the watches or handbags, enough to total up to $300, in your shopping cart and try to check out with the financing in order to actually use this account. Why do I need to purchase something? Our credit line is issued for product purchases, and we need to have an open balance on your account to establish your credit line. So according to them, they can't establish your credit line without you making a purchase. Now, one thing about the MeMilli account is that they actually have a monthly fee that you have to pay in addition to your minimal monthly payment, which would be for the balance on your account, and that amount is $19.99. So yes, you will need to pay your monthly minimum payment and your $19.99 service fee. What is the service fee for? The service fee is for account management fees. And of course, if you're using this to build credit, you want to know, does it report to the credit bureaus? Yes, your positive and negative payment history will be reported to 2 or more credit bureaus. So it will hit at least 2 credit bureaus, which is great. It's ideal to have it on 3, but as long as it's at least on 2, it can still help you build significant credit that can help you get approved in multiple situations. And it's also important to note that they, of course, report negative payment history as well. So if you don't pay it on time, it will affect your credit score negatively. And that's, of course, not what you want to do when you're using something like this to try to build credit. Now, of course, I always tell people that an account like this is not the end-all be-all to building credit. Usually this is something really to help you get established if you're having trouble getting other types of accounts to start building credit, and something with a high credit limit can be something that can be very helpful if you have a bunch of maxed out credit cards, you're trying to get approved for something, and you don't have a way to necessarily pay down all those balances before you go into making that purchase. This can help get your utilization down to get your credit score up. But of course, at the end of the day, you still want to get your own bank issued credit cards and whatnot to start building up credit so that you can have traditional credit cards on your credit report to keep for the long haul and actually keep building your credit long term. Now, one of the downfalls with this account is the monthly payment. But again, do your research on the company, check them out. The link is in the description, and you can see if this is something that you feel like might be beneficial to you in your situation. Now, of course, if you have used them before and you have any information to share that will be helpful to everyone, please comment that in the description so that you can help others in their decision to signing up with this company. Also, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.